Hello.
Very pleased to have some time with you. 3 years, it's a long time in your career. You moved a lot before arriving here.
Yeah,
but you're still good in Monaco.
Yeah, no, it's felt like a long time. You know, now we look behind us and the backdrop's this wonderful training facility. It looked a lot different when I arrived. It was a fully functional, noisy building site with 77 players, with a disconnect to our academy, and now sat here today talking about debuts of the massive 13, youngest team, dynamic team. It's a great feeling and it's a great side of pride and satisfaction.
This winter you didn't buy any player, why?
You know, I look on the squad and improvement comes in two ways. It comes once again from recruitment. I can recruit and we can recruit to improve the squad in the short term to get better results, or we can recruit and invest in the long term to develop players. You know, when I arrived here, Benoit and Aurelien were substitutes 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And if the whole strategy was just to continue recruiting on top of that sort of talent and potential, that talent and potential maybe would not be what it is today. So once again, why are you recruiting?
So Philippe Clement didn't ask you some players that he didn't have?
No, he always asked me. He asked me for Messi, Ronaldo and Kylian to come back on loan.
Yes.
So he always... No, but I think, once again, he's part of the global strategy. We recruit coaches like we recruit players to align with our vision and our strategy of success.
So it's a satisfaction to see Benoit Badiashile going to Chelsea, for example?
Yeah, definitely, because Benoit's always had interested parties and we've turned down interest before to keep him here because we felt him and us, it wasn't the right time to make that step. He probably didn't have the tools in his toolbox that he has now to be able to go to the Premier League and acclimatise so quickly.
And it was important to keep Axel Disasi with you because of Benoit's leaving, no?
Yeah, so it's part of my job. It's obviously to protect the performance of the team. You know, it was the right time for Benoit, but for some of the other guys that we know has, let's say, positive reflections with some of the biggest clubs, we didn't feel as an organisation it was the right time for them at this moment.
Axel Disasi, Youssouf Fofana, they played the final, the World Cup final.
Yeah.
It changed the value of these players, no?
Not to me, because they've grown exponentially in the 2.5 years they've been here. But we're extremely proud of them. You saw when I smiled when you said they both was part of a World Cup final. If you said that to me 2.5 years ago, I would have questioned you a little bit. Even as an Englishman, I was supporting the French national team on that day.
Another one, I suppose, a good satisfaction for you is Brel Mbolo.
Brel can go to the very top of the game.
Golovin pour repiquer, non, il va vers l'extérieur. Le ballon, le centre superbe pour Brel Mbolo. Le 12e but cette saison du Suisse en championnat.
Brel has everything that a top-level striker can have, and he can score goals, he can link play, he's strong, he's powerful, he occupies defenders and space. He's a profile that really can collaborate with the other strikers, with Volland, with Boadu and with Ben, and now Mr. Ben Seghir.
Mr. Ben Seghir.
Mr. Ben Seghir. He's no longer a master, he's a mister now with the way he performs.
Ben Seghir. Ben Seghir. Ben Seghir!
The last 2.5 years, I think we've had 13 debuts from our academy to the first team again, what is a high number. Ben is the latest one at 17. He's a fearless young man. I think he also has a massive ceiling of potential, and we've got to help him make the right steps on the journey at the right time.